Hello, amazing Chinook mathematicians. This is Sydney Neves, and I just wanted to say I sure do miss seeing everyone at school, and I hope that this video, while you're watching it, that everybody's healthy in your family, and that you are finding time each day to do things that bring you joy. I'm creating this video to help you remember some of the things that we talked about when we were at school, should you have to do a little bit of learning on your own at home. So we started with the When I Am Not at School document, and this is what it looks like. If you go to Google Classroom and you click on the Classwork tab, you will see the different things that I've been posting each day for people to do. Some of the things are things that you should do, and some of the things are things that you can do. So if you just look at this list, and there's that When I'm Not at School document, if you want to take a look at that and read that again yourself. And then here's our 7.6 stuff, and these are the things that we were working on when we were still in school together. Here's a list of things that were shared with students in Google Classroom last week. There was the setting up and filling in the digital learning log. You could complete the 7.6.3 Desmos activity. There's a Khan Academy video and practice problems. There's quizzes document if you want to be doing some review of the things that we learned from September to March. There was a game about fractions called Fogstone Isle that you could sign up to play. And then you can always be working in iReady on math lessons. We shared a learning log with everyone, and what we're thinking with this learning log is that when you click on it, there's the first tab that shows you the directions, and it just tells you how everything was set up for you. And then you click the next tab, and you would, if you decide to use this, you would just track the things that you're doing each day of the week. Now, we're only expecting you to try to do work 4 days a week, and some kids are actually doing more work. Just from looking at this, you can see there's a section for ELA, there's a section for history, there's a section for your maths work, science, and then it will automatically total your minutes for you, and then this is where you could just put a quick summary in of what you did each day. And as always, the growth tracker is the place where I am tracking work. So it's a little bit different because usually we do some learning together when we're in the classroom, and then you have a show what you know that you work on. And because we are doing things in Desmos and we're also doing things in Khan Academy, what I'm doing is I'm just tracking who is it that is working on the activity, and once it's complete and correct, then you would get a yes in the cell for that activity. Also with Khan Academy, you can see here that this student worked on the practice problems and at first got 4 out of 7 correct, and then redid the practice problems and got 7 out of 7. So that's why it's showing a yes for mastering the content. And then when you look all the way down to, I believe it was row 32 on each of the sheets, you can see that we have Khan Academy things when there are Khan Academy activities in practice. And then we have this new Learn from Home row, and we're just putting things in here that we're going to be tracking. So I am going in and I am just checking quizzes, and I'm checking Desmos, and I'm checking Khan Academy to see the work that students are working on. Now, what should you do if maybe last week, for whatever reason, you weren't able to do any maths work? Well, just get started with last week. If you look in Google Classroom at this list of things, some of them are things that you can do if you want to, and some of them are things that are on the growth tracker. Anything that is on the growth tracker are things that you really should try to do. So again, there are things on here that are not, you don't have to do them unless you want to, and then the things that show up on the growth tracker, you really should try to get those done. Now again, If you didn't do any work last week, you can just get started with last week's work and do your best to just kind of stay on track. And it doesn't matter if you're a day behind or a week behind or even more than a week behind. You're just doing the best that you can to continue growing your brain every day. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.